25-21 ang ating talaan. And that technically is the biggest lead of either team. Before that, it was just 3 for both teams. Pero yun na nga, it came at the right time for the reinforced champions at 24-21.
Into the block.
Hindi na-deny yung kanilang pagkuha at pagsugit ng set number 1, Coach Ronnie.
Mabigat yung remate sa dulo rito ng Petro Gazz. Their veteran composure came about dun sa dulo dahil pagkatapos ng isang puntos na kalamangan ng Motolite, kumambyo eh. Biglang nag-second gear. At parang nagulat dito yung Motolite dun sa bandang dulo. And they also tried to compose themselves kaya naibaba sa isa. But in the end, iba na rin yung composure na pinamalas dito ng Petro Gazz. And they escaped with that first set win. That was the point clincher of a point coming from Nunag. And once again, the leadership, the steadiness of Janelle Cheng versus the fiery Iris Tolalada. Napakagandang matchup na ating tinitignan. Motolite hurt by 7 more errors. At kahit mas marami silang atake na diffusion, dahil nga sa dami nilang errors na commit para magatasan ng Angels, makabalik, makahabol, and eventually manaig laban dito sa hard-fighting Motolite.
That's what the championship can do, ano, Coach Ronnie? Malaking bagay yun, ano?
Marunong manalo, marunong kumapit, at hindi nagpapanik. Katulad ng binanggit kanina ni Coach Gody Okumo. The temperament, the composure, always a necessary characteristic ng mga winning teams.
On Motolite, when you look at its composition, Myla Pablo's won a championship. She's got 2 MVPs. Obviously, you've got the team that won the collegiate conference championship, at least the core of that, and then si Esther Niero, who was the center of that team, obviously. So, but as a team, Motolite, hindi pa sila. They have not garnered success yet. This is only their second conference, still at the early stages, but a stacked team when you look at the names on paper.
The credentials.
Oh, no.
Individually.
Petro Gazz Angels.
Bigat dumipensa kasi rito ng Petro Gazz talaga.
Ayun o. Hindi mo mapatay-patay yung bola.
Hindi nahuhulugan ng bola basta-basta.
Oh, wow. Molde was still able to set that one. Paneng. Balik dito kay Pans. Oh, that's a great pickup by Iris. Cruz. Sabete. No coverage. And Jonah Sabete once again.
Petro Gazz.
Parang tumigil dun sa transition play na yun dahil di mo alam kung saan dadali ni Jonah Sabete yung palo niya. Down the line ba? Cut shot? O simpleng cross court? But once again, she overpowers the blockers for a 2-point lead para dito sa white shirts ng Petro Gazz.
Pagkaganda rin ang kwento niyan si Jonah Sabete na hindi nagmula sa UAP, hindi nagmula sa NCAA.
Pero napakahusay.
Oo. Nagpapakitang gilas talaga. At ito na naman ang depensa ng Petro Gazz Angels. Pablo. Good defense there at the net by Pangs and Paneng. Carlos cross court. Cruz is solid on the dig. Chance ball para sa Motolite. They have not scored here in the second set. And that is their first point, courtesy of Myla Pablo.
That was against the number 1 blocker right now. Angels with 47 kill blocks heading to today's match. And look how hard it was para sa Motolite na mapatay yung bola laban dito sa Angels.
Tolenada to Pablo at the back. Cheng. Paneng. Bumalik sa kanya. Oh. Layog. Unable to put it away. Prado was there. Pangs. Balik dito kay Tots. Unable to power through that block. Paneng. Long ball. Too long, actually.
Ball is out.
2-point lead earlier para sa Petro Gazz. 2-point run. Counter naman ng Motolite. Paneng committing that attack miscue.
Former captain, UAP champion / PVL analyst.
Oo nga pala. Co-league natin.
Yes. Sabete, mababa naman yung palo. Wala kay Jonah. Sabete.
They only had 2 unforced errors.
Uy, dun sa first set.
Ayan.
Wow.
Liwanag. Siyam sa Motolite. 2 para sa kanila. Sa 3 puntos ngayon ng Motolite. 2 dyan. Unforced error ng Petro Gazz.
That is in.
With a quick attack.
Says the linesman.
Rio.
Bangs Panaga.
Will go. The decorated multi-title Bangs Panaga.
Serving for Petro Gazz.
And now it goes to the other side. To Molde. Nasarhan na
Turned
naman
back
ng
by
pinto.
Luna.
Access denied.
Serving
The
three.
blocking here of Petro Gazz. The digging, the ground defense, floor defense. And yung transition attack nila yung on the counter.
Oh,
Oh.
transition plays.
For serving three. As we segue to Ai Tinsay. Ai?
Women coach Ronnie for power outside hitter Isa Molde of Team Motolite, who scored 19 magnificent points last game. As you mentioned earlier, their team gelling and communication inside and outside the court was what led them to a winning streak. For Isa, as part of a young team, she's very excited to play with a veteran team. Lalo na it's gonna be a thrilling and experiencing talagang game for her. She said that ayon sa kanya, nakakamangha ang mga players kung paano nila pinapadali ang daloy ng bola at kung paano nila dali-daling nahahabol ang puntos kapag nalalamangan sila. Kaya ngayon bumalik tayo sa labanan ng mga bata at veterano at makita kung paano mabawi ang Team Motolite. Women coach Ronnie.
Dahil nga, natalo sila nung first set. At ngayon, they are down by one here in set number 2. This is live on SNA and on Liga. Boom Gonzalez, Coach Ronnie Magsanog, and the aforementioned Ai Tinsay, Derek Alneri at the helm of this live and exclusive coverage of these two hot teams. One with a
Scores an
3-game
ace.
winning streak, one with a 4-game winning streak. And the one with the 3-game win streak is ahead 6-4 as Jonas Sabete serves that in.
Pasok talaga.
Nababasa, no? Ng Petro Gazz and mga galaw at mga play ng Motolite, and they're gonna call that a touch by Paneng. It's her shirt. It's her uniform.
Honest.
Serving five.
Umamin si Paneng. Sumabit talaga siya. Kalamangan na ibaba sa isa.
Motolite also, by the way, after their 4-game winning streak, had a 1-week rest here in the PVL. So they're fresh and motivated. Too fresh in the case of Dos Carlos. Napalakas yung kanyang serve.
Motolite,
So it's 7-5.
Motolite has only dropped 2 sets in their last 4 matches. That is how well they played in the last 3 weeks.
2 sets.
2 sets lamang.
Yun yung last
Yun
game.
yun.
Yun na yun.
Oh.
Yun na yun. Dahil lahat, yung Chef's Classic,
Winalis.
Valley Pure,
Winalis
Sweet.
lahat.
Fememnas, nabanggit mo siya nung pre-game, the veteran from Adamson
Vital yan.
University.
Oh, had a chance to cover their match laban sa Lady Troopers at yung hugot sa kanya. At yung balik kay Iris Tolenada sa 5th and final set. Saktuhan para sa Motolite.
Ito, titignan ni Coach Godfrey kung gano'n na naman ang mangyayari.
Carlos!
Ang
Back
hirap
row
naman ng angulo ni Coach Carlos doon.
Serving
And
seven.
even Jonas Sabete could not get to it.
Bihirang mangyari yun, yung hindi nababasa. Look at Fememnas with this back set.
First of all, ang hirap nung set.
Hirap talaga.
And then, ang hirap nung palo, yung angulo.
Kaya nagpalit yung tingin ni Sabete. Pa-down the line dapat yun.
This one, oh, I thought it dropped in.
Ball is long.
And Caloy Carlos unhappy with that call.
6.
But they will be down by 2 points.
Lamang ng dalawa. Magbabalik po kami. Your Sunday special is this game between Motolite and Petro Gazz. And right now, we're in the middle of the second set. 8-6. Ang ating talaan. First set, napunta sa Petro Gazz Angels. Down early dun sa first set. Humabol, tumabla. Then nagdikitan tayo. Then bumitaw. Kumalas dun sa dulo ng ating first set. The Chef's Classics players are still around. They lost in straight sets against Philippine Air Force.
And they will be the only winless team so far. 0-6 ang Chef's Classics. 1-5 naman ang Philippine Air Force.
One of 3 newcomers sa ating PVL. Ang ganda ng balik ng bola.
Parang padiretong si Ponce, no?
Second straight
Gotcha.
run and gun by the Pablo.
And a stare down.
Tans Panaga, nagkatinginan yung dalawang
Teka,
Amerikano.
magka-teammate dati
Yun
yan.
na nga eh.
7 to 8.
Ilang championships din na magkasama yan.
Kaya natawa na lang. Look at them smile at each other. Yan, right?
Di bagay pag si Miley, no?
Nice piece of action. Dalawang straight na running attacks.
Oh,
Nas! Oh, what a dig!
Nas,
Pero
on a
grabe,
one-two play.
yung itong talon. Alam naman
Try
natin
na
na parang she leaps like a frog. Her vertical leap is just
broad jump, no?
impressive. Ito si Fem. And look at that instinct dito on the second ball.
Look at the quickness. She increases the pace pag siya yung playmaker.
That's a good point,
Oo,
Coach.
bumibilis.
Pero ganda nung dig sana doon ni Sabete. She was right there. Just could not control it. Nas! Pablo! That connection working again.
Motolite
Ito yung
up by
sinasabi ni
1.
Coach Ronnie na spark that Fem Nas has provided.
At saka bago makaposition uli yung depensa, napigyan na niya yung hitter niya, yung spiker niya.
And the degree of difficulty on those sets.
Pero imagine yung natututunan din niya kay Iris Tolenada, di ba?
And she credits a lot to Coach Air Pada also her development as a setter and as an overall volleyball player. Pasok pa! Legal pa yan! Open! Prado! Long ball!
Prado!
Sumabit
Hits
din sa
the
net si
spot.
Ignas. Pero pasok din,
Presented
nevertheless.
by Sheldon Ramos.
Once again, I'd just like to reiterate,
Tied at 9.
malaking dahilan kung bakit one of the top attacking teams itong Petro Gazz ay si General Cheng, and of course itong si Chisa, a 29% hitting team. Di naman nagpapahuli yung Motolite na number 4, just right behind itong team ng Petro Gazz Angels.
Paneng tries to keep it in play. Chance ball, mapupunta sa Motolite. Nas goes for the 1-2. Prado saw it coming. Jovi. Fem open. Oh no. Mina Pablo. Pablo with the approach. All of a sudden dropped to the floor. Hindi ko alam, Coach, kung tapilok or tuhod.
Sabi niya bumigay yung
Tuhod or likod. Remember, she has had injuries with her back for a couple of years already. It's a recurring injury. And just as I was saying, Coach Ronnie, as right now it is dead silent here inside the Philhon Flying V Center. Just as I was saying earlier, it's nice to see her, and we wish that she could play na tuloy-tuloy sana sa kanyang karera.
yun, no? No contact, di ba?
Wala. Now, we can only speculate on what happened, Coach Ronnie, whether it was a knee issue. But if I may, no, Coach, we have the same back injury kasi. And from my experience, it happens sometimes without provocation, without contact. Minsan, you're running or bumababa ka ng hagdanan, and sometimes happens. Now, I'm not saying that's what happened here, but because she has had this back issue,
A recurring back problem.
recurring back problem, kaya po ang nangyari. And we pray for her because she's not holding on to her knee or her ankle or anything like that. And di ba napag-uusapan natin to, Coach Ronnie, on our own private time, and I tell you how excruciating that pain is. Parang sinasaksak ng screwdriver yung likod mo sa lower back mo.
Piercing yan, eh. No?
Yes, so we wish her the best. We pray for her, of course, and the family as usual, because I am always excited to see her when she's healthy, because look at what she brings to the table for Philippine volleyball. Nakikita mo yung performance, hindi nang ginangyayari sa Motolite. Always top scoring for them too. And her fans obviously are always excited. We'll try to get an update to make it an official statement, courtesy of Aitin Sai, maya-maya po lamang. But in the meantime, Coach, You're a player, you're a coach. How do you refocus if you're Motolite?
You just have to make sure that you focus on the task at hand dahil you have a game to play, down by a set, losing one of your top players. Now it's Coach Godio Como's turn to steady the ship.
You know, when Coach, let me just explain this on TV. When Coach, when the injury happened and Myla did not get up, and some of the players of Petro Gazz ay nakasilip sa kanya tinitig, ang ginawa kaagad ni Coach Arnold Lanyo, called the players to step away. Now, that is, wag po nating i-interpret yan na that's heartless or anything like that. Para kay Coach Arnold, I obviously he wants to win and he wants the players not to get too affected by seeing the injury, di ba?
Correct.
Hindi kasi yung, di ba, ang bola nasa taas pa, pag bagsak ni Myla, hindi na nakabangon. So, hindi lang naka-whistle. Kasi nga, akala na may makakabangon. Pero i-replay ko yung ano na yun, dead ball natin. Dahil, kasi, nasa taas pa naman ng bola eh. So, hindi pa totally, nung pagbagsak niya, bumagsak agad. Nauna muna siyang bumagsak. Napakasabi kay Coach.
Referee Eusebio explaining that this is going to be a replay of the actual point dahil nauna daw bumagsak si Myla Pablo before the ball dropped to the floor. Again, let's listen in.
Hindi kasi nga yung action, kasi, mayroon. Pero yung nangyari kasi kanina, ang player, nakatayo pa yun. Nakatayo pa, pero hindi lang nakala. Pero yan talaga, higa kaagad siya. Ay, ewan ko doon sa referee. Pero yun yung aking, yes. Okay.
Depending, of course, talking to referee Eusebio and then relaying to Coach Arnold Lanyo.
Very respectful naman yung lahat.
As always. Okay, this is going to be tough, but we have to play on. Ito yung isa sa mga pinakamahirap dito sa ating sport.
That brings in Bern Flora, one of the top hitters of the Soaring Falcons during the time of Coach Air Pada.
Partner ni Emnas, nakasama pa ni Emnas. So let's see, again, the numbers that they're going to miss from Myla Pablo, who was in excruciating pain earlier. This is the psychology of the game. Siyempre, ikaw rin, Petro Gazz, kailangan hindi ka rin ma-distract. Then it can be distracting also, Coach Ronnie.
Of course, players have empathy.
Kaibigan nila yan.
Kasama nila.
Iniidolo nga ng iba yan, di ba?
Totoo yan.
Alright, Coach Godfrey will call a timeout, 11-9.
Let's slow down just a little bit, okay? Relax with that pass. Now's the time that we need to use our middles. We cannot use our middles without a pass. So, taking the panic away. Slow down the speed, right? Yes.
No, you want it like this? Okay, we need to talk about who's going to... You don't want... She's here in the middle right now passing. What do you want to do? Then let's just go through across, okay?
You can still go for that pipe.
Okay? Here we go.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go.
11-9 is our score. Without Myla Pablo this time, who is out on a stretcher. She's right there. So, okay, they're icing the ankle.
Points out for Petro Gazz in set number 2.
Which hindi natin nakitang umikot kanina or natapilok.
Nabasa ko sa lips niya parang bumigay yung paa ko.
Narinig ko nga sabi niya bumigay.
Outside shot.
Now, we always say this, Coach Ronnie. We always take the ankle over the knee.
And the ankle over the Achilles.
And the Achilles.
Achilles.
Yung sa likod. Tama. So to a certain degree, might be a positive sign unless it is yun nga, an Achilles tear. So abangan natin yan, titignan natin yan. But right now, so it doesn't seem like it's the back. It seems like it's the ankle.
And the Angels trying to make sure that they stay on top of their game and not be distracted at all. 2-point lead for the Angels, one set ahead likewise versus Motolite.
We'll get an update a little later on from Aitinsay.
Sigurado lang rito, teammate, isang winning streak ang
Wala. Mapuputol. Okay, let's go to Ai to update us on what happened to Myla Pablo. Ai, please go ahead.
Boom and Coach Ronnie with that fall. Power hitter Myla Pablo of Team Motolite, as we can all see, is in pain right now. There is no final diagnosis yet, but from what we heard, she is pointing to her pain coming from her right ankle. We are now leaving her to rest with her medical staff as she is lying down, still crying in pain, closing her eyes. And we are all praying for her, waiting to see the final diagnosis. Boom and Coach Ronnie.
Maraming salamat, Ai.
Thank you, Ai.
And yes, obviously, nobody wants to speculate. You're right, no, Coach. We've seen it locally and internationally. Yeah, sometimes pagka-Achilles yung injury, it's also non-contact din yan. Nangyayari din. It just snaps, which is consistent to what Myla was saying, na parang bumigay. You just really just fall onto the floor.
Hopefully, ankle lang talaga yung nadali.
Sana. We're hoping that it's a sprain.
Right. And the rallies have become shorter. And Panaga has always been scoring dyan sa gitna. Activated. That connection has produced this 4-point cushion. Munag, Panaga using their full height and length advantage against the middle blockers ng Motolite.
Motolite right now probably a little bit distracted with what has gone down. But in the meantime, tuloy-tuloy ang laban dito at tuloy-tuloy ang atake. Petro Gazz Angels outside.
Bihira yan.
Outside.
Humihingi ng check ball si Sabete. That will stop this mini scoring run for Petro Gazz.
Coach Godfrey and Coach Arnold Lanyo both have experienced championships here in the PVL in separate conferences. As Jess Maramos serves,
solid.
Aganda.
Solid. Talking about her big contribution rather para sa Motolite doon sa panalo nila sa Lady Troopers.
Ito mga kailangan nila, mga free points para lang magkaroon ng konting rhythm dito. Prado. Paneng. Still at Motolite and it's still playable. Dunat. Andun na naman si Emnas. Open. Molde tips it with the left hand. Sien will set it up to Paneng who goes cross court. Andun pa rin si Emnas pero Dunat says enough is enough.
What about the floor defense exhibited by Motolite? 3-point lead para sa Petro Gazz pero hindi madali para dito sa Angels.
May po'y nanonood at nakatutok dito sa inyong Premier Volleyball League Open Conference. Jam Hamja. Iba pa naman ang laro ni Pablo every game. Yes, we agree. Responsible, big responsibility. A big contribution sa kanilang 4-game winning streak. Pulang-pula ang labanan today. Red Hot Go Motolite says work.
Substitution, Petro Gazz.
Start na agad-agad. And the family always enjoy watching PVL. Kaloyalista. About Tots Carlos, I would assume. Emi Jimenez, go Motolite. Go Bagyong Pablo. Carlos and Molde go for their 5th win. Let's all say a prayer for Myla Pablo, who went down on an apparent ankle injury. 16-13 ang ating talan. Nangunguna dito ang Petro Gazz Angels at nangunguna rin pagdating sa set. Tots Carlos cuts the lead down to 2. With that familiar opposite side attack. Patong sa bola. At binabaon. Enough for a 2-point lead or a 2-point deficit. Chi to Kai. Tots. Fem. Nandun si Chi right at that spot. Paneng. Again, accuracy, positioning, angle.
And sneaky plays. Grabe ang gulang ng mga hitters. Grabe ang talinong pinapamalas ng mga playmakers. It's all about quick reaction time para sa ating protagonists. Patibayan ng kanilang floor defense and the transition plays to convert and score.
Isa. That is out. I'm looking at the coaching staff. Alam naman natin, di ba? Coach God, Coach Air, Pada. Diyan si Angge, Tabakero. Dito sa kabila, Coach Arnold Lanyog. Coach Obet Napier.
Coach Jerry.
Coach Jerry, kahapon magkalaban sa Collegiate Conference sa PVL. Magkalaban sila Coach Obet at Jerry sa Arellano and CSB. And of course, Coach Jerry was the one who recruited Isa Molde,
among
Coach
others.
Carlos, among others. Very nice dynamic dito sa ating, not only yung players na naglalaro, but ang ating star-studded coaching staff.
True.
Dunan will come out, Liza Laig will come in para din sa Petro Gazz Angels.
Lisa Lai. Serving for Petro
18 serving 15. Emnas, sakit na binigay, Ganaban. Alam mo, nangyayari ngayon na Coach Ronnie, dito sa depensa, sa floor defense pati ng Petro Gazz Angels, they look like there's 7 players out there para sa kanila.
Samantalang ang Motolite, nakaasa sa bilis nila. Yun talaga ang team nila, floor defense, ang pupuhunanan nila rito.
Mataas. Yung bigay. Mikay. Referee Eusebio will allow it. Long rally again here. Chi, back set. Prado, cross court. It's in.
with a cross-court
Ito
shot.
mo naman yung P-head, faking a pass to the open hitter. Going to the right side instead. And Joey Prado knows where to put that shot away from the defense. 4-point lead. Hawak na rito ng Petro Gazz.
19-15. A sharp set. Andun si Ponce. Ayun na naman si Emnas for her attack. But she saw it. Solid on the digging today. Oh, miscommunication between Ganaban and Emnas. So this is now the biggest lead at 5. 20-15. Napapangiti lang si Chi dahil nasusungkit niya yung mga 1-2 plays ni Fem Emnas. Let's listen in on Motolite.
What I said the first time, let us slow down our game. We want to do 3 or 4 things at the same time. It can never work. One thing at a time. Have one mind. Relax with that ball. The other guys are doing a good job. They're passing. They're defending well. The problem here, we're not... Yeah. Hit the balls. Use the blocker on the side. Wipe out. Yeah. Wipe the balls out. And go hard.
Challenge here, down 5, down a set. Iris Tolenada talking to Bern Flora, talking to Fem Emnas, encouraging everybody. Isa Molde had 19 points but has been quiet here in the second set especially. And if you just tuned in, again, Myla Pablo going down on an apparent ankle injury. We'll keep it at that first. Wala pang official word on what the injury is and what the severity. Kumbaga, yung nung injury, pagdasal na lang po natin na makabalik.
Oo.
Itong si Bagyong Pablo.
Saka
dito
minor
sa
lang
open.
sana.
Oo, sana.
Overcooking, looking for a check ball.
Wala.
Non-hitter. NR ang ating mga linemen. Parang US Open to
Ito na ang pinakamalaking mabante dito sa ating set
Bumoka.
number 2. Obviously affected with the absence of Myla, not just from a point standpoint, but
presence.
Leader and presence. Oh. May aura yung tao eh. And it's a threat to the other team.
Legal back row attack.
Sa iba yung kumpiyansa mo pag alam mong matibay yung kasama mo. At may pupuntahan ka.
Full-time MVP. Champion.
Saka bumalik na yung laro niya eh.
Yun. Condition niya.
Very trim.
After she got was out for 7 games in a reinforced conference, not training for 3 weeks. And for a volleyball player or an athlete in general, yung 3 weeks, di ba?
Seems like a lifetime.
Right.
Hindi ka pinawisan ng ilang araw, may iba na yung mindset mo eh. Yung timpla mo.
And finally, nakabalik. At tuloy-tuloy na nagtitrain. Gumanda ang kondisyon.
16.
Now, this game has changed. Let's hope that it is an ankle sprain. Yun lang ang munang pagdasal natin, ano, Coach Ronnie.
Sana, oo, ganun lang.
Masakit man. And we've said this before many times, Coach Ronnie. We've covered so many, obviously, games in the UAP and different sports. Sometimes yung initial reaction of the athlete is worse than what the injury really is. And we're hoping and praying na ganun yung nangyari dito.
Sana takot at shock lang.
Takot, at shock. Yan, perfect. Kasi itong mga player, ayaw nila na hindi makatulong sa kanila.
Naman. Saka for some, if not most, livelihood na ito eh.
Yun pa. Isa pa yun, of course.
That's the reality. Trabaho na to.
In the meantime, matinding trabahuan ang kailangan gawin ng Motolite
Ooh.
dito. As Sabete goes for the left hand. Here's a girl, as I said earlier,
Ang bihira.
did not play in the UAP. She pursued, from Negros Occidental, pursued her education in San Pedro High School in Hagonoy, Bulacan, was a marathoner and was convinced to play volleyball. And the rest is history. Look at her now.
Sipin mo kung gaano kalakas ang resistance.
Grabe.
Is a net touch.
And that will be it. Comfortable, 9-point cushion.
Things really changed. Para dito sa Motolite, yung na-injure ito si Myla Pablo. 2 sets to love for the Petro Gazz Angels, who are looking for their 4th straight win.